All right, I would like to introduce our second speaker, Joshua Whitehead from Unplugged Financial Incorporated. Joshua, we're excited to have you with us. All right.
I just press the over button there.
You can press here or you can swipe.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Nice to be with you here today. So, like she said, with Unplugged Financial, so we're in the financial services industry. A little bit of background on me, so I've been in the industry for about 3 years. Had my own brokerage for 2. Prior to that, I was a law enforcement detective for about 7 years, so it's been a pretty good experience.
That explains the present.
Yeah, I had a pretty good experience talking to people, not really scared. I figure, these people aren't trying to shoot me, so it's a little bit easier to talk to people that way. But yeah, a few years back, I kind of, when I first got into the industry, I started with a different company, and I started realizing there was something missing within financial services. And the thing I realized is there's a lot of people that were getting left out of the conversation. So a lot of times, a lot of other companies that I'm running into, they are just looking for people who make $250,000 or more to invest. They're charging anywhere between $500 to $1,500 just to sit down and make a financial plan. The problem with that is 80% of, and I'll kind of, I think I can go there. Oh, it's blocked out though.
Uh-huh.
I think it's
What
the
happened?
banner.
They didn't want you guys knowing
It's the
it.
banner.
Oh, is it the banner?
Oh, is it the banner?
No.
No, it's not. No, it's on the computer.
No, it looks like part of my presentation got like moved.
Huh.
That brown was supposed to be over there.
Oh, it's your presentation. Okay.
It got edited somehow, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll roll, we won't panic, we'll pivot, it's all good.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
All
right.
Yeah.
Professional.
1 million club coach right there.
That's awesome, thank you, you saved the day. So,
Good thing.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
see, we got people from all different industries that can help. I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. But the problem is that most people, most Americans, most families are living paycheck to paycheck. About 80% of Americans. So most of them will actually never get the chance to have professional financial guidance, and so that's where we're changing that. We're currently partnered with over 190 plus leading financial companies in the industry. So that's all A+, A++ companies. And so there's typically 3 different types of advisors. So here's another part of the problem. So you have your insurance agents, and they're constantly pushing, hey, insurance products. And then you have your brokerage or your securities brokers. They're constantly telling you, invest everything in the market. Then you have your bankers telling you put everything in the bank. The problem with that is not that any one of those solutions are wrong. It's the problem that nobody's looking at the big picture. So they're staying in their lane, and they're going after what their company's pushing to sell instead of aligning the client's needs with some of the solutions that they have. So that's where we're wanting to change things as well. Because we're independent financial strategists, we're able to look over the entire needs of the client and make sure that any solutions or plans that we do align with the client's needs and goals. And it's a case-to-case basis, so no case looks the same. Everybody's got different goals, so there's going to be different solutions. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking at notes here. So I do work with, like I said, I work with those companies, those 190 plus companies, and so that means I don't work for those companies. Is what typically happens in the industry. Is you work for a company, so you're having to push a quota or something like that. There's nothing like that with us. We don't. All we do is we're literally learning how to help people, and just kind of showing them how we can help with those different financial things. Oh, thank you. And that just allows us to work for our clients instead of work with our clients for a company. Oh, oh, it's not being presented. Oh.
Okay, we need help.
Hold on, one more time. I'm trying to swipe over.
Okay, so don't.
Oh, yeah,
just
there's everything.
go, wait,
Slideshow. There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then all you have
There
to
we
do
go.
is click.
Boom.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
See, you're learning.
I'm learning. Old
We
dogs
teach
can-
all things at
Yes,
One
old dogs can learn new tricks. So that's a good thing. Growth mindset, people. It's totally fine. Currently, we do promote financial education. I've had lots of clients that I work with that have never been made aware of some basic financial principles. So when we're meeting with clients, there's sometimes I've met with them that have been working with a different type of advisor for 10, 20 years, and I sit down with them and show them some basic financial principles, and they're like, I've never heard of these things before. And I'm like, you've been working with somebody for 10 years and they've never told you what they're doing with your money? That's odd. So that's where we come in, and we want to make sure that they're educated. So some client testimonials. John and Tammy were small business owners, and they were basically making good money, but they didn't know how to exit. They didn't know how to have an exit strategy. He's like, how do I get out of this? Like, how do I retire? How do I sell my business? What's the proper steps? So we were able to walk them through that. They're super excited. They're going to be able to retire in 6 years now. And then some families. Mike and Liz actually were a family with 9 kids.
Oh my good Lord.
$1,400. Yeah, that's what I said. It's the Brady Bunch plus some. So $1,400 in the hole every month. We were able to work with some different. They were in about $40,000 of debt with credit card debt. So we were able to help with getting them a few different things planned out, so where they could lower the credit card debt by, it was like $1,200 a month, and then they were able to take that down to about $316. And then also they were overpaying for a lot of different things that they had set up for their family. And so we were able to get them a better cost for things like life insurance, some of their vehicle insurance and things like that. Did not get them a retirement plan as of yet, but we're working on that. But now they are making $400 every month.
Wow.
So they're no longer $1,400 in the hole, they're $400 in the positive, which is a good direction to go. And then Heather there, she was really excited to actually have a plan. She's like another person, makes good money in healthcare, but didn't have any clear plan, any clear direction on how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to not work until I die? So it was really good, really cool things that we get to do with our clients. So for barriers and growth, and I'm going to kind of speed this along because I'm getting a 1-minute warning here, and I'm a talker, so the ADHD just takes over and I just go. So most people have the barriers. Most people have no idea that this kind of resource exists. And a lot of times they think the financial planning is for the wealthy, so they're disqualifying themselves before they even sit down. And so that's just kind of getting the word out there, kind of saying, hey, look, there's people out there that can help you in any situation that you're in. There's plenty of times where I've sat down with someone and helped them with a budget plan, didn't even get paid for it. But that's totally fine. I want to do what's right for the client. It always comes back around. I believe in the law of reciprocity, so it just comes back around. Growth, so we've already helped over 100 families this last year, hosted dozens of financial literacy workshops, supported over about $10 million in assets moved into safe and smart strategies. And the growth for this next 3 months, this next quarter, I want to help 50 more families. And in the next 6 months, I want to expand to partner with local businesses, churches, and schools, and kind of expand that idea of financial literacy. Like I said, a lot of people don't even understand some basic principles. For the ask, I guess, would be, for where I could use help, is just if anybody knows individuals or families or organizations that are looking to expand their financial literacy and financial education, I'd love to come in and partner with them and have a conversation.
That's
So
great.
I'll just open it up for questions now or comments.
At the New Dream Center, the city of South Bend has a financial empowerment whole thing that the center that they've launched. And
Okay.
these are the kind of things that they're doing there. So I don't know if you want to connect with them. I
Yeah.
do have some of the people that work for them. I could connect you to.
Okay, excellent. I appreciate that.
Have you thought about connecting with small business bankers? Like, bankers don't do financial planning, do they?
Sometimes they do. It depends. But yeah, I do connect with small businesses. So primarily work with families and individuals, but I do have about 5 or 6 small businesses that have come in and helped them with. I have people on my team that do health insurance. I don't do health insurance, but I have people that do that. So we kind of get in the door there and then help them with a lot of different things. From executive bonus
You
structure.
might want to connect with Heather at Northwest Inc., Mishawaka, and also Kia, K-E-Y-A at PNC.
Bankers usually have to refer it within their own. It's tough.
You do? Well,
Yeah.
just check.
I'm a recovering banker myself, so
Usually
Yeah.
they have people that
Yeah.
do some of those
Check and
things.
see,
But no, I
'cause they're
appreciate it.
really motivated to help 1 million cops, and also you might
Or just, you might just get like, maybe you target just your budgeting part, cause the
Yeah.
bankers aren't gonna do budgeting.
No, they're not.
They're gonna do that
Yeah, they're
budgeting
not
part.
under a whole blanket. you know what I
Right, so
mean?
just do that part.
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
services. Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But it is true about banking, it's a little.
Go ahead. Oh, did I miss a hand? Okay.
Okay.
No, exactly.
I appreciate your presentation, it's really good information. I worked in higher ed for a while, and no criticism to you, I'm offering a strategy situation here.
Yeah.
Often, a financial planner like you would be like someone like a fireman who's coming out to put out a fire, a financial fire.
Sometimes.
And what I'm suggesting is maybe kids going to college or planning on college and their families.
Oh, very good.
Because once that child is in college and is in debt or indebted or whatever, and then leaves, it's often, it's a difficult challenge going beyond that. But they never got financial planning advice in high school, nor in college unless they're in business or finance or something like that. But those people don't need your services anyway. And many times the families, you know, we want to help our kids and we provide safety advice, but we can't go beyond what we know.
Absolutely.
But someone like you can provide those services, can be very valuable for the next generation, not just today's 9-kid family. By the way, I come from a 10,
My good family.
Wow.
from a family of 10 siblings.
Bless you.
Bless his parents.
My mom came from a family, she was the youngest of 12.
Okay.
I just had 3 though, so that's,
I didn't have
we're not going on that. No, thank you so much. No, seriously, that's a great, I wrote that down. So really appreciate that recommendation. Did somebody else?
Yeah, I just, it goes similar to that, but, obviously what you do, you can help so many people. But is there a certain niche that you're like super passionate about or that gets you on fire?
I mean, there's, I really enjoy the strategy planning for like wealth building. That's probably my favorite part. I have different people, like I have a team of 30 people, so they all kind of have a different niche. That's why it's nice to have a team because it's like I don't have to know everything. I can just kind of pick the part I like to do and sign it out. Yeah, my favorite part is the different strategies. So I like it's like going back to my cop brain where everything's like a battle plan. So I'm like, okay, how can I figure this chess game out to kind of make sure I can kind of coach my client into making the right moves to kind of set up that like financial checkmate for them.
Okay.
So no, thank you. That's a great question. Anybody else?
Does your services include any kind of investing?
Yeah, so we do. Yeah, we help people with the budgeting and cash flow. So some people either aren't making enough. So I've literally had to help people. I've helped people look for jobs before. So so now I have an app. Maybe I can refer them over to, which is awesome. It's a great resource. So that's why I love coming to these kind of events and seeing where we can partner together. And then beyond that, I'm looking for holes in the boat. Like it's literally crazy how sometimes people are just like they're not aware of where they're bleeding out money. So we're finding holes in the boat, kind of correcting that, and then we're coaching them to save. Some people have never been taught how to save or put back an emergency fund. We have some debt payoff strategies. We can help people pay off debt a little quicker and with less interest. But we're also partnered with some debt resolution companies, debt consolidation companies, so we can kind of put them in there. And see what they can do for them. If those people are people that are drowning in debt and they just need to get their head above water, and that frees up that cash flow again. Yeah. And then proper protection, so we're looking at pieces like life insurance, making sure they have the proper amounts. Most people don't even know what that is. I think 60% of Americans are uninsured, don't have any life insurance, or they don't have enough. So when I was a cop, I'm passionate about that part too, because when I was a police officer, I had $120,000 of life insurance. With a $400,000 mortgage, making $70,000 a year and a $60,000 truck, my wife would have made it 3 months before she had to find a new husband. If I was so luckily, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Pitch, man.
Yeah.
That's a great pitch right there. That was good.
Thank you. But that is something I'm passionate about, understanding the proper amounts. And then there's different types too, and educating people in the different types. And seeing what's right for them, because the different things are right for different people. It's not there's no one size fits all solution. And then we're also partnered with attorney groups Got a couple different attorney groups we're partnered with that do estate planning, so they set up wills and trust and can help people with save money on their taxes and different things like that. We have CPA firms we're partnered with, and then we do the wealth building. There's tons of different wealth building strategies, and then one of my favorite parts too, I kind of geek out on it a little bit, is when we help people gain the wealth. And this is a relationship business, so it's not like hey, I sold you something, good luck with that, here's a 1-800 number, see you later. Like, we're checking in with our clients every 3 to 6 months, and we're having a yearly annual review, because life changes, it throws punches at you, we've got to kind of, bob and weave and change with it. So I help my clients kind of figure out what happened this year, this is how your stuff's going, what happened, many things changed, and then we help them grow the wealth, then we're able to show them how to pass that along to future generations, kind of create that generational wealth strategies. There's some really cool strategies that I just like. I'm like, oh, you guys are you gotta see this. It's really cool. But I get a little passionate about that too. Any other questions, comments?
Is there anything as a community we can do to help you?
I guess kind of like what he said, just get the word out there, and if anybody, like I said, if anybody knows any small businesses or anything like that are looking for budget planning, I do it with businesses or families. Somebody who needs help, I'm willing to stop in there and have a no pressure conversation. Normally, first steps are normally just 30 minutes to see if we're even a good fit.
Right, exactly. That's fantastic.
One of the quickest, easiest things to do for us as a community to help you and organizations like this is to have a Facebook that has some highlights about your business, and then make lots of connections. And because then we would see your stuff, invite people, meet people. I think you and I are friends now.
Yes.
We talk like.
Yes, and we do have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Great. Please
post stuff
Yeah.
that I would see and then share, and then you just keep connecting with additional networks. So,
Thank you.
and definitely talk about the things you're passionate about. Man, I'm telling you, that story hooked me.
Okay.
The story about your wife meeting a new husband, like you gotta post that, man.
Okay.
Because that-
Thank you.
And that's something I would share, yeah. So that's the best way to help. That's the best place for us to help you is Facebook
I'm
and.
gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write that
I'm
down.
gonna talk to you after.
Are all expecting to hear from you too, just saying.
We'll do. And then we do have it's an Unplugged Financial on Facebook. So feel free, we post videos and content, so yeah.
I just invited 1,000 people.